mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Now, I'm not going to act like this review ain't 2 days late. I'm not going to sit here and act like that to y'all, right? And what I'm not going to do is pull up the excuse of work and the fact that I don't know if y'all been aware whatever is on the news. I don't really watch the news, but just based off of people calling and checking in on me, I guess it was that bad. But I am in Texas. I am in Houston. I was part of the tornado. As far as like me and my family, we good. I just thought on the day it was happening, it was like a really bad storm. People talking about some, yo, what's going on? Are y'all alive? Do y'all have food? I'm like, bro, it was really apocalyptic out here. But the worst thing that happened out of that whole scenario was the power outage, the shortage of networking. And then on top of that, just things got backed up, bro. So I had to try to juggle a lot. And then it comes to a point in a time where you wake up and you're like, damn, I really only got 24 hours today. Like, I got to make a lot of stuff work, let alone the fact that you're going to cut that in half. I really only got 12, usable hours today. So I really got to make things work. Long story short, man, Boruto chapter 10 was fire. The storm, work, whatever, that don't matter. Chapter 10 was fire. Now, I know y'all probably like, oh my goodness, it can't be. How is this true? Kishimoto actually watches Black Uchiha videos. Yes, bro, I thought y'all knew this. Like, me and Kishi been locked in since locked in was locked in, right? In terms of like, this is what's happening. He probably would be like, yo, I don't know, man. It might be crazy if Kurama just pop up next chapter. He won't tell me, hey, Kurama's popping up next chapter, though. You feel me? But long story short, he be watching the videos. He saw, okay, Black Uchiha called it, Sarada and Sumire. Well, it wasn't even really Sumire. Sumire didn't have much to do in the chapter. Sarada versus Hidari, some Hidari interactions, right? You know what I'm saying? Not too much with them, damn near nothing with Amato. You know what I'm saying? A couple interesting things with Kawaki occur. Definitely, we got some Shikamaru Nani moments going down. Not necessarily crazy, anything like that regard, but, the cliffhanger, Himawari power up, all of that right there to the T on the dot for the eyes. Everything is here in the mix. Chapter 10, fire. I told y'all 2 months ago, Kishi, when he dropped 8, I'm like, he's going 12 for 12, and I already saw the fire of 9, and I predicted, I'm like, 10 is going to be fire as well. Now these last 2, he's finna sweep the board, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. No biases, like you could have a favorite chapter over another, but 12 for 12. I don't think Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations had 12 straight chapters where I can be like, okay, I might look at one of those chapters, 2 or 3 of those chapters, and be like, I kind of forgot some of the contents in that chapter, or maybe it's something from the previous chapter that leads or bleeds over into. Nah, for Two Blue Vortex, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, everything has something that we could go back to and be like, yeah, remember in chapter 4 though, you know what I'm saying, when the Shinju popped up, remember in 3 when Boruto popped out the Uzuhiko, remember in 5 when we saw the fucking flashback with Sasuke, or you can even be like, hey, remember when in chapter 2 when Boruto just stunned on Code and the claw grinds, or even when 1, the infamous step on your face, right? A whole lot has been going down, and chapter 10 did not disappoint. Long story short, a 10 out of a 10 chapter. Overall, out of everything that's happened, it's one of those chapters where that damn near the whole chapter got leaked a week early. Everybody's been sitting on the same information. Everybody knew exactly what was happening from page 1 all the way to page 44. Let's not sit here and act like we didn't know. So let's talk about the things that people really want to talk about, the things that people really came here to talk about. The chapter picks up, Jura's on the move, right? I called this one here too, Jura and Hidari split up. And I really do like their interactions. As much as I don't really rocks with Jura, the respect is there. But I don't like the man. The respect is there though, because of the way he's moving, the way he's handling himself. I don't like the man, and I don't really need a valid he broke Himawari's leg. Like, come on, bro. I don't like him. And then on top of that, we done initiated Unojin. We done put him in the Raptors. He's part of the Mangekyo Uchiha gang. You feel me? And if Unojin really bit the dust, I can't like him. Like it's just like, that's my, you feel me? That's my man's Enojin out here in the dirt, in the grumble. You feel me? So I'm not finna sit here and rock with his op like that, man. So it's really fuck Jura and fuck everybody who Jura rocking with. You feel me? But He's going crazy. Mini tail beast bomb, shooting them down out of the sky. Chocho's coming in clutch. The bird is falling. You feel me? Himawari is in the psyche playing with Kurama, and everything has been confirmed. We've talked about it in previous videos. The affinity, the chakra proportion. Things get doubled down. Things get misunderstood when the spoilers come out, and then things get, you know what I'm saying, rectified and clarified once the official translations drop, right? It's been stated, right, that Himawari was one of one. You know what I'm saying? It's been shown that Himawari is one of one. So I don't know why everybody is acting so surprised that Himawari is one of one. But baffling me even more, right? I've been holding it in. Pause. I've been like, I've been real respectful in terms, because with Himawari, it's always been there like, yeah, she definitely is going to be OP. Sarada and even Mitsuki up until Teal Vortex, they were teetering on the edge of, damn, is Kishi finna fumble the bag with these two characters? You feel me? And throughout my time, it's like, bro, I'm supporting Sarada because it's been big Uchiha all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? She rocking, she going out crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sasuke's daughter, how can I not rock with her? You feel me? All of these things that she does, the genuine intrigueness of her character and the development throughout her characteristics, her personal goals, and a lot of the things that, one can possibly relate to, possibly can't relate to, but her journey, it was like, damn, the potential, it's like so much is there. And then we seeing things unravel, seeing things unfold. It's like, but Sarada could have, or if Sarada, or what if Sarada, or I don't think Sarada, that's really been what her name has been. But this chapter has officially brought me out of the shell, because I'm telling niggas now, in what chapter was it, 5 or 4, when she stepped in a Hokage office, she was probably gonna put Kawaki's face in a blender. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She probably was in that Hokage office looking him dead in his face like, bro, this man don't even know. There's about 15 different ways with Karma Seal and 20 other different ways without that I can really shove your face in the dirt right now, and you're testing me, bro. Talking about some Otsutsuki killer. Like Sarada showed us. If anything, I can say with certainty, 100% guarantee, I'm not even capping, she's one of the fastest people in the verse. She don't gotta be stronger than niggas, you feel me? She don't gotta be more talented she's fast as fuck, boy. What are you talking about? She not only anticipated the claw marks come. First of all, Hidari in the span of seconds, claw marks, pincer position with only one person. He put himself perfectly in between both Sumera and Sarada with means of attacks on both sides of each. And it's one person. So he put them in a pincer position right there. Pops up in between the two. They don't know what's going on. He says, I choose you. You fuck is you talking about? Chidori. Sarada literally looked at this man. She was like, fuck. He's going for the kill. And then she was like, all right, let me activate my Sharingan. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Sharingan activate. No, she was like, oh, he's going for the kill. She turned around like, nigga, you thought. Boom. Right smooth Chidori to the chest for this guy Hidari, and he fell to his knees in his greatest Peter Griffin impression, similar to Himawari later on in the chapter. But something noted to me. It's like, it's things we have to take into account. Durability, strength, and speed in this interaction right here. Durability in the sense of Hidari obviously took the Chidori from Sarada. We saw him grunt. We saw him take pains. We saw the initiation of the attack and the brute force of the attack cause him to grunt, cause him to say something, at least like or like he felt it. You feel me? And we've only seen in a handful of scenarios the Shinju, including all 4 of them, actually get harmed by attack. And the 2 people who actually done so were Boruto and Big Sarada Uchiha. Now Boruto had harmed Bug twice, I believe, in their exchange. He never harmed Hidari. They always stalemated. And then when it came to Matsuri, he just like blocked her attacks because it was like, yeah, what are you doing? You just came out of nowhere. That's insult to injury right there. You feel me? Now, in the case for Sarada, because Hidari stalemated Boruto in their exchange, because we seen a scene where Kawaki, you know what I'm saying, tried to catch Hidari off guard, he reacted. Not only that, he took a kick from Kawaki to the chest and landed and looked that motherfucker dead in his face and said, Jura, where's Naruto? You feel me? Like we got to take all of these things into account. He took a Chidori. Now Chidori versus a kick. The Chidori Rasengan class, they doing all of these things. We got to go into further videos to break it down, and a specific video just on Sarada, focusing on like what it really means and where the balance plays out. But with all of these things going into account, it gives me one thing to say with absolute certainty, and I'm going right back to say, like how I said, Sarada is fast, and I would say I wouldn't say, because I see people like, how is she going to be, you know what I'm saying? How is she able to match the strength of these Shinju? How is she? I don't know. I can't say for sure. The fight has to go on longer. I don't want to say Sarada is like, she can one-shot Hidari. She can beat him up mid-diff, high-diff. She needs the Byakugo Seal. She needs the Mangekyo. She doesn't. All I know is for a fact, Sarada in base and in her regular Sharingan not only dodged a lethal attack from a plus Jigen level threat, but reacted and countered in the same breath and left that man on the ground. So all I can say for a fact is she's one of the fastest niggas out here. And if you got a problem, I don't know, I take it up with the author, but Sarada is fast. If she's not fast, she's fast. Like, come on, like, give it up to Sarada. And now, before I just spend an entire chapter review talking about Sarada and her feats, let's just move on, right? Because they have a moment, and then she's like, who is this guy? He's using my dad's jutsu. You know, Konohamaru's been there in the midst. But now, we following on Jura. You know, he's out here. He just shot down Team 10, right? Chocho came through clutch. You know, super expansion jutsu. They landed somewhere in the outskirts of the village. In the meantime, Himawari and Kurama are talking. Kurama's putting her on game like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. At the end of the day gonna end. Like, that's really Kurama's explanation when it comes to him explaining things to Naruto. And to Naruto's like, all right, bro, what's the difference between Sage Mode, 6-pass Sage Mode, Kurama Mode, and this new Baryon Mode you talking about? Kurama like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nuclear fission, we combining up. One of us might die. Hey, long story short, at the end of the day, they gonna end. All that don't really matter right now. So he telling Himawari, I came back, I died, I was with your dad. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you have a little bit of my chakra when you were conceived. Maybe it's because you're Uzumaki and Hyuga blood. But at the end of the day gonna end. Let's not worry about that right now. You feel me? Let's just focus on things. And two things, you know, certified with Kurama, and two things were verified with Kurama this chapter. Is that one? Y'all be sweating the small details. That's basically what Kurama's telling us. Y'all sweating the small details. And two, he's a certified crash out, because all Kurama wants to do is run amok and spread chaos, whether he's good or bad, because he hyped. He hyped. Him of all people, I think damn near even more than me. When Himawari was like, yo, I said stop, I think Kurama had the biggest grin on his face. He's like, oh, it's about that time. It's about that time, right? See, Jura's out here looking surprised, right? But before we even get to that point, all of the build up beautifully led up to the moment, beautifully led up to the cliffhanger at the end of chapter 10. And right, if this guy Inojin, like with Inojin, keep it a buck, bro. I don't even want to go over my the prediction started flooding through my head when I was reading the chapter for chapter 11. So y'all gonna hear those. Just be patient. But all I can say is, if it's not an ink clone, it's gonna be a tough next 2 chapters for me and the Mangekyo gang. Because, you know what I'm saying, any one of our members go through something, we go through something. Any one of our members feel pain, we feel pain. So right now I got this crunching feeling in my stomach, no pun intended, and pause, because I don't know, double entendre right there, but I got this crunching feeling, and it feels like a gaping hole is just right there, again, pause, and no pun intended. But you know, my guy Inoji's in the donut, he's in a donut club, he's there, he's joined the fray, and he's leaking, and this caused Himawari to go haywire, and she popped out, and she's going crazy, right? So Kurama's telling us, right, bro, out of all the predecessors, your affinity for my chakra is the greatest. Now, we can take that in a lot of ways, and for the sake of this video, I'm not going to tell y'all which way to absolutely take it in, pause, whoa, but I'm going to tell y'all something for sure. In terms of Kurama's explanation, it makes sense, right? Long story short, Himawari is the tailed beast. She's not a Jinchuriki, and I'm not gonna say I'm calling it here, because I've seen people say this time and time again, even before the previous chapters, but I'm standing on it and I'm stamping it. Himawari is a tailed beast. Naruto was a Jinchuriki. He was probably a host for miniature chakras of all of the 9 tailed beasts, but he was the Jinchuriki for the full Kurama. Himawari is Kurama. Fuck is you niggas talking about? And that's why her affinity is that much higher. It's because of the affinity that she's able to have this type of rare situation. Now, taking out of the account, right, how did Himawari get Kurama to revive inside of her, right? The mere fact that It's her chakra and his chakra coming into one. Rather, with Naruto's case, two chakras coexisting, two chakras harmonizing, two chakras, you know what I'm saying, living together and sharing a same entity, sharing a same vessel in that type of case. But with Himawari's case, it's literally two chakras becoming into one. Now, we can kind of date back to Baryon mode, which is why I see a lot of people trying to say, oh, this is Himawari's Baryon mode. And I don't really think they're going that far. But I believe, and I can say this with certainty, that Naruto's Baryon mode was the closest thing to the affinity that Himawari has with Kurama. In a sense, Kurama explained it. Their chakras combined became one, created something new. Now, in Himawari's case, it's not like she has Kurama's chakra and then she has Himawari's chakra. No, it's just the chakra inside of her body. And why can I say this with certainty? Because throughout time, we've seen in the past where Kurama would, you know, whether he be the op of Naruto or him and Naruto are brothers and best friends, right? There's always a situation where Kurama has control over whether Naruto can use his chakra or not, right? And then in the Himawari episode when she was trying to find a doll and Naruto was playing around and he called Kurama, and then he said, I think he said Shikaku's doll was cuter than Kurama. I don't even know what happened in that episode for real. But literally, Naruto was begging this man for chakra and he was apologizing at the same time, and Kurama looked him in his eyes and said, you know what, fuck you, you know what I'm saying, make do without my shit, fuck is you talking about, you feel me? So in that case, and then we already know in the OG series there have been times where Kurama's sealed up and he's actively allowing his chakra to flow out so Naruto can use it, therefore he can be able to actively take control of Naruto. In that case, right, in any situation, even going back to the 4th grade ninja war, he's like, yo, Naruto, switch spots with me. Now in that case, I believe he could probably even still switch spots with Himawari. But how would y'all feel about Kurama's voice coming out of Himawari's body? That would be kind of weird. But anyways, in the war, right, there would be times where, you know, Kurama would gather his own chakra while Naruto fights, or there'd be times where Naruto is using his Kurama's chakra while Naruto is regaining his own chakra. But it always showed us it's two things harmonizing, regardless of how well it may seem to a point where you might believe, okay, they're just working as one, but it's still two separate entities harmonizing. Now, in this case, Kurama says something interesting that has never been said it before, right? And in the situation where he can obviously leak out his chakra, force Himawari to, you know, rage, or just force Himawari to have some of his power, he told her, I can't do nothing. It's up to you. There's nothing I can do, whether you use my power or not. He has never told Naruto that. He has never said that while him and Naruto were friends, enemies, or brothers. It's always been, if Kurama allows it, he can use his chakra. And because Kurama allowed it, Naruto was able to use his chakra. In this case, well, not only Himawari's life is in danger, but Kurama himself, he looks her in the eyes and he tells her, I can't do nothing. So why? Well, it's because Himawari herself is the tail beast. So if she wants to use the full power of Kurama, she has to learn how to use it and not have him do it for her. Now, this chapter left off crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Himawari's about to snap. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Your man's Jura has been wrongfully, very, very wrongfully, like ill-willed, taking the number one spot. I see people saying the strongest. I see people saying if Himawari beats Jura, does she become number one? Oh my gosh. Did y'all have amnesia? Did y'all get hit with omnipotence? Or is it the fact that y'all are actively trying to ignore Damon? You know what I'm saying? Big Mangekyo Gangu Chiha Damon. Fuck is you niggas talking about? Until I see otherwise, there's no one surpassing that guy. You feel me? It's Big Damon. It's always gonna be Big Damon. Fruit snacks and milk cartons. Shout out to, PBS kids. You feel me? Because that's what we do over here. We beat people up and enjoy snack time. You feel me? So don't be playing Damon. And I'm really excited because either way, Himawari is going up on a pedestal. People is gassing up Himawari, and we all here for the support. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face, skinny body. Boruto chapter 10 was absolutely flames, straight up fire. And I'm talking from Team 10 and their current situation. Hidari, what's the name? Sarada and Sumire, Konohamaru, that current situation. Boruto and his whole entire Momoshiki situation. Kawaki, all of these things that have been going down, things that are, chapter 10 had too much. Chapter 10 had way too much. And for the sake of the review, it's like you can't even extensively touch on everything. Pause. But for the mere fact that, you know, all of these things occurred, bro, 10 out of 10 chapter. Absolutely enjoyed the chapter. But there's a whole lot of questions we have, right? Momoshiki, when are you finna pop up, my guy? When are we finna see? Boruto's out here sweating. Boruto's out here actively letting Shikamaru know without actively letting Shikamaru know. I just need a break. Why ain't you tell Shikamaru my karma seal is acting up? Omnipotence can make that type of situation right there a little tricky because we don't know how much Shikamaru is able to retain in the information or whether he just accepts the fact that Boruto is good and Kawaki is a little shaky. Does he still think that Kawaki should have Momoshiki or Boruto should have Momoshiki, right? So it's a whole lot of questions going on. And we got to give Boruto his flowers for that, right? Because he's officially reached the status where he has to be written out of the story in order for things to progress. Because if we keep Boruto in the story right now, he's going to leave Kawaki by the water tank, you know, hugging his stomach because he, you know what I'm saying, he don't feel good. You feel me? Delta's finna be swanning. Ada's finna be swanning. Sumere's finna be swanning. You feel me? Jura Hidari might get put in a mixer or they just might end up having a boss battle. And at that point, you had that big of a battle, you might as well end the show. You feel me? Boruto can't be in the mix right now. And I appreciate the fact that he's reached that status. It's like, nah, we got to figure out a way to actively nerf this nigga. Like, how you get a power-up that nerfs you? You feel me? Like they give you a power-up to make you stronger, and then they're like, damn, this nigga's too strong. That same power-up, we gonna nerf him. And even when we nerf you with that power-up, niggas still actively, in-world and out-world, might consider, like, is he the strongest nigga though? Like, come on, hold on, but who can hang with Boruto? You know, with the few exceptions, you know, actively people in world. Mitsuki's like, bro, I can't believe a nigga like you done ran cold out the village. I had to make sure Kawaki was like, no, Shikamaru like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Boruto had like his powers in another atmosphere. If you wait for backup Kawaki, and Delta's out here like, how much did this nigga even train? So like Boruto got his respect, and I respect that. I really do respect that. Chapter 10, like I said, fire, a lot to talk about, a lot more to break down. So stay tuned. It's your boy Black G. I'll holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Let me know how y'all feel about the chapter review and how y'all feel about chapter 10 as a whole. Black G out, yes sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the waistline. She said